In the vast expanse of the Southern Ocean, two titans are about to collide in a battle for supreme dominance.
The shark is a master of the senses, but the orca is a master of strategy.
Tonic immobility. If the orca can flip the shark on its back, the shark's brain will release a surge of serotonin that induces a trance-like state, rendering it paralyzed.
In this moment, the great white is a prisoner of its own biology. This knowledge is passed down through generations, making this specific pod specialists in shark hunting. The orcas aren't just killing, they are after a very specific, high-energy surgical prize.
In the game of survival, intelligence is the ultimate weapon.
These remarkable predators have a profound ecological impact. After an encounter like this, great white shark
But the scent of death is a double-edged sword, drawing in those who would challenge the victors.
Evolution has taught the great white to be a phantom, striking from the shadows where even the orca's sonar struggles to map the terrain.
In the canyons of the shelf, the advantage shifts. Here, size is a liability, and agility is life. The orcas are patient. They know the shark must eventually emerge, and they are prepared to wait out their prey. A centimeter of difference is the line between a successful hunt and a catastrophic injury. The wall of no escape, a tactic usually reserved for herring, but adapted here for the ultimate prey. The great white is a master of the ambush, but in a prolonged wrestling match, the orca's mammalian strength is unrivaled.
The orca can hold its breath for 15 minutes, but the shark needs constant motion to live. Time is the orca's greatest ally.
The queen of the reef has been dethroned. In the cold logic of the sea, there is no room for second place.
This is a ritual as old as the oceans themselves, a transfer of energy from one apex predator to another.
hunters move on, their hunger sated, leaving the reef to whisper the story of the day the titans clashed.
From the darkness of the midnight zone comes a ghost of the deep. This is a collision of giants that hasn't occurred in these waters for a decade.
He has picked up a massive acoustic signature. The orcas pivot in unison, a synchronized turn that looks like a military maneuver. They are curious and territorial.
The shark has the mass of a truck and the instincts of a machine, but the orcas have the collective mind of a strike team. The great white has vanished, opting for the one advantage the orcas lack, the ability to vanish into the crushing depths.
The underdog strikes. The phantom of the deep has drawn first blood.
This is a race against time. The orcas must kill before their oxygen runs out, or the shark wins by default.
The Mako shark maneuvers around a seamount, gliding to save energy. The orcas use raw power, executing a barrel roll.
The trap is sprung. Coordination triumphs over raw power.
The phantom is now the prisoner. The cave that was meant to be a sanctuary is now a tomb. The lead orca doesn't enter the cave. Instead, it begins tail-slapping the entrance, sending a shockwave into the eight.
The wanderer's journey ends here, miles below the world it once ruled.
This isn't just a meal, it's a classroom. The pod's survival depends on the transfer of this lethal knowledge.
The ocean has a new hierarchy. The shadows no longer belong to the shark.
In the crushing depths, the rules of engagement change. Here, the warm-blooded advantage of the orca begins to freeze. At these depths, a single mistake, a lung collapse, or a moment of disorientation means certain.
The shark is playing a game of atmospheric chicken, waiting for the orca's internal pressure to become unbearable.
The hunter is now blind in the dark, and his air is running out.
They are bringing the battle to their home turf, where the shark's deep-sea advantages vanish.
The titan of the deep is out of its element, suffocating in the light. Even the ghosts of the abyss cannot escape the collective brilliance of the pod.
For the orca, the kill is secondary to the connection of the pod.
The energy of the deep is harvested, ensuring the next generation of orcas will grow even stronger. They are the undisputed masters of every layer, from the sunlit surface to the crushing dark.
This is the cultural memory of the pod. They will remember this specific deep-sea hunting ground for years to come.
To look into the eye of an orca is to see an intelligence that rivals our own, wrapped in the body of a god. In the chaos of the currents, a new breed of killer emerges, one that thrives on the very instability that confuses others.
This isn't a stalk, it's a high-speed dogfight in a three-dimensional arena.
The shark is a master of fluid dynamics, using the ocean's own energy to evade the superior strength of its hunter.
Every collision is a gamble. One broken bone for the whale or one torn fin for the shark could end the fight. The orcas are playing with the shark's prehistoric programming, using its own hunger as a weapon. The shark is seeking the cold, hoping the orca's mammalian heart will slow down in the freeze. The orca's blubber is a shield against the cold, but its spirit thrives in the warmth. It can wait forever. The shark cannot.
The final blow isn't a bite. It's a statement of absolute power.
This is the 400-million-year-old predator, rendered a captive by a mind that can plan for the future. What the orcas leave behind will feed the entire reef for a month. In their wake, life flourishes from the death of a titan.
They are the ocean's most efficient killers and its most dedicated families.
The world is theirs to navigate, a vast playground where every creature knows their name. This is the legacy of the pod. These hunts shape the behavior of every shark for hundreds of miles.
Under the cover of darkness, the cycle begins again. But for tonight, the kings have claimed their crown.
In the turbulence of the surge, visibility is zero, and sound is muffled by the roar of the waves.
If they cannot see him, they will shake him out. The orcas are using the reef as a conductor for their acoustic psychological warfare.
The hunter's sanctuary has become a resonance chamber of fear.
The orcas aren't just swimming. They are weaponizing the ocean's physics.
In the shallows, the shark's weight is its enemy. It cannot dive, it cannot hide, and it cannot breathe.
The orca is not just a predator, it is an engineer of death, utilizing the environment to bypass the shark's defenses.
The storm has passed for the hunters, but for the shark, the world has gone still. The storm has passed for the hunters, but for the shark, the world has gone still.
Even in death, the shark's own energy changes the surface of the sea.
The bounty of the reef is claimed. In these shallows, a message is sent to every other.
They move with the tide, a force of nature that neither the moon nor the sharks can stop. When you have tasted the heart of a king, The commoners no longer interest you.
The pod moves as one, a single mind divided into 3 bodies, roaming an empire that has no borders.
The reef forgets the violence quickly, but it thrives on the nutrients left behind. Even the ocean's most feared warriors need a moment of peace, a time to wash away the salt and the blood of the hunt.
One is a machine of the past. The other is a society of the future.
In the desert of the open sea, an upwelling is an oasis. And here,
The gatekeeper has just realized the gates are locked from the outside.
This is a pursuit hunt, a test of pure stamina, where the orca's warm-blooded heart gives it a lethal edge over the shark's cold-blooded engine.
the pod is thinking in 3 dimensions, while the shark is running in 1. That impact is the equivalent of a freight train hitting a brick wall. The shark's internal skeletal structure is being pushed to the breaking point. This is the most dangerous moment for the whale. A single bite to the eye or melon could end its ability to hunt forever.
The orcas are creating a localized storm, a wall of bubbles and pressure that strips the shark of its sight and hearing.
And just like that, the world's most efficient killing machine is switched off.
They are holding the shark in a state of suspended animation, waiting for the oxygen levels in its blood to drop to a critical level.
The orcas have performed a surgical extraction that would baffle a human doctor. They have taken the prize and left the rest.
The survival of the pod is secured for another week. This is the tax the ocean pays to its kings. Nothing is wasted in the deep. The shark's final contribution to the reef is its own body.
The hunt is over, but the family remains. Their strength lies not in their teeth, but in their bond.
They move through a world of light and shadow, masters of a realm we are only beginning to understand. Even the kings know when to observe and when to hunt. Today, there is peace in the blue. The tooth remains as a monument to a battle won, while the victors move on to the next horizon. Every environment is a tool, every plant a comfort. The orca is truly at home.
The sun sets on the age of the shark. The age of the orca has only just begun.